Aloha. So I did just get an iPhone XS Max here, and one of the things that I quickly learned was you need your accessories. I wasn't an Apple person before, so I didn't have many. I did have an iPad Pro, but I wanted to kind of touch on like good accessories that aren't going to break the bank. If you go to Apple for every accessory, you're going to spend a lot of money. First, I will tell you that I'm not a big fan of the AirPods. I've heard them, I've used them, and I know I would lose them. At $150 to $160 of an investment, you don't want to lose left or right. That would kind of suck. So what I did was I did a little research, and I'd already had some headphones, and I just used them with the 10s Max. I actually had them for my Galaxy S9 Plus, and they work flawlessly. The quality's great. They pair it up quickly, and the battery life is about 5 hours. And they're from IXCC. You can see them here. And these little guys, there, right now on Amazon, these are going for $11.99 for the black ones. For the white ones, I think you can get them for $9.99. There's the volume up, volume down button, power button, and they take a standard USB micro on the connection there. Pairing them is pretty simple once you're used to it. It's once it's powered on, you hold the power button till it flashes green and red, and then you release, and then it's visible to the Bluetooth device, and you pair up. They do anchor pretty well in your ears. They're very comfortable, and they have the Apple style insert here for your ears, and they sound really good. They actually blocked out a lot of ambient noise. They're not noise canceling by any means, but I will tell you that on long flights, I had these on a flight to Hawaii recently, and they were awesome. I did have to charge them, obviously, on the longer flight, but they were quick to charge. Got another 5 hours of use. No complaints whatsoever. I love these things. And these 11 or 12 bucks versus 160. And if you lose these, yeah, you might care a little, but if you lose an earpod, you care a lot. Another great accessory. Now, when I travel a lot, I like to hook up my phone because I keep movies on my phone. I use my phone to access Google Play, for example, where I've bought a bunch of movies. And I like to be able to put those on the TV in the hotel room. Also, when my family and I travel to Disney and we have downtime at the hotel, we use the HDMI out, hook it up to the phone, we watch movies. Well, it was really easy with the S9 Plus because I use that USB-C to HDMI dongle. It's not as easy with Apple. What I did pick up, and this was $20, and this is an off-brand. This is not the Apple official HDMI. This is it's like JAIKL or some odd thing, but it was $20, and I've had this for about 3 months now. I originally just used it with my iPad Pro when I got my iPad Pro, but I've been using it with my 10s Max, and it works. But there is a trick to these, and the instructions are not great. The trick is you use your lightning cable here. You cannot use the power brick that came with your phone. That small 5-watt brick is not going to cut it. You need to use about a 10-watt brick. Now, the irony is I'm using an old Samsung 10-watt power adapter to power my off-brand Apple knockoff, but it does the trick. And then this takes my video from the phone. I get it in HDMI on the screen. It works great, and the output is in 1080. So for 20 bucks here versus the 40 that you get on Apple, so between thus far and two accessories alone, if you bought the AirPods and you bought this dongle from Apple, this is a $35 dongle, and then you buy the $150, so we're talking $185, whereas I've spent under $30 thus far. So those are two that I'm really happy about. Another thing that Apple's always gotten bashed about not having removable storage. We all love removable storage. We love the fact our phones can be bigger, right? We love the way that I can make a phone store more than I originally purchased. And the great part about the Galaxy lines and Android devices is they support that micro SD card for the most part. Well, Apple takes a lot of bashing. Well, there's a way around that for Apple fans now. Has been for a while. And one of those is the SanDisk iXpand. You can see here, I've got that lightning connector. And I've got a full-size USB for a computer. I love this thing. I've used it. I can't tell you how much I've used it. There's 128 gig on this one, and I picked it up for $50. Again, I got this on Amazon for $50. It was an awesome deal. I've transferred photos, videos between family members. It's just a very good device to have. I go from my old Surface Pro 3 right onto here, onto an iPhone. Flawless. Something just like this, though, Leaf makes a device very similar. L-E-E-F. You can see that there. There's a lightning connector. A little bit of glare going on. Sorry for that. But this one directly takes a micro SD card. And I have a 32 gig in here now. But I can just take my micro SD, plug it straight in, and now use this as removable storage on an Apple device. The trick with both of these is you download the app. One is from SanDisk, one is from Leaf. They both work the same. You now have an external media source or external storage source for Apple. This one's kind of nice because it's very expandable. This one's a set size, but it has that advantage of the USB here, so I just plug it right in. So whatever floats your boat on these, I have both. I got this one for about $30. This one again was $50. But it was phenomenal. It's awesome to have these as options to get data from one source to another. If you haven't done that or you don't have that, I highly recommend it. Some people rush out and buy the biggest phone they can now with Apple. I did. In all fairness, I'll give you a quick side story. I had an issue with T-Mobile. It was my Galaxy S9 Plus, which ironically I'm filming this video on. Had issues. I called customer service. We went through a bunch of troubleshooting. We weren't able to get my phone to do what it needed to do to really be a phone. So in the end, I was given a discount on the XS Max with the 512 gigabyte storage. So I did get a deal out of it. I still paid a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like a bargain. It was not a true bargain, but I paid less than sticker price. So I'm happy with that. Now another awesome accessory, if you will, and I had this as a leftover, and I've had it since I had my S6 Edge, wireless charging. Now this is one of the original Samsung wireless charging pads. No need to update. Absolutely no need to update these things, because I'm going to tell you that if you're putting this on if you're putting a phone on a wireless charger, you're not in a hurry normally. It's normally that overnight charge. If you are in a hurry, you need fast charging, which is not this. But you can pick this pad up nowadays for about $20 to $25. So $20, $25, wireless charging. What's wrong with that? And Samsung, big name, you're going to get a pretty quality product, easy. And most Samsungs, and mine did as well, come with the micro USB cable, and it comes with the actual the connector itself, your power brick. Some won't. You will actually find some of the brands you'll see in Walmart, like ONN, I think is one of them, are on. Some of them don't come with the power brick. The Samsung ones, which you may think, oh, that's a little bit more money, they normally come with the power brick they need. Mine did, God, 2.5, 3 years ago, and I still use the same one. Haven't spent another dime on wireless charging, and it's just awesome that the S8 Pluses that my family has and my XS Max, we wirelessly charge using stuff we bought years ago. Can't complain a bit. But now that I'm on charging, there's kind of a thing going on now. People are talking about fast charging in Apple, and that's a big deal, right? Oh, the ability to fast charge is huge. Well, do a YouTube search. Go search for people who have actually done these studies, these actual tests where they show you the charging rates compared. Now this, I actually did go out and buy this before I did my due diligence and my homework. This is the 29 watt USB-C to Lightning fast charging Apple adapter. $30 right here. This was $30. This is a 2-meter cable. And you have to have that USB-C to Lightning cable that you're only going to get from Apple. Plug this in. To me, this was $60. $60 to fast charge. Well, when you compare it to this little guy, which is the same power supply, this is the 12-watt power supply that comes with the iPad Pros, it comes with the iPads, there's about an 8 to 10% difference in charge rate. And when I say that, I mean literally after 2 hours, the USB-C has you at 100%. This guy has you at 91%. This is $20. Or if you have an iPad Pro, it's free because you already own it, and it uses the USB to Lightning cable you already have. So is that 8 to 10% increase in charge rate worth $60 to $80? Because it depends on where you run into these. I got them on sale, and I got them somewhere that doesn't charge tax at a Navy exchange. If you don't find it somewhere like that, you're going to pay more. So the trick becomes, is 8 or 10% worth it in a charge rate to you? Or do you just want to spend $20, use the cables you've probably got laying around your house, and get something that's damn near a fast charge? If I had done my homework prior to making that purchase, I never would have bought it. I might have bought another one of these as backup, but I never would have bought that fast charger. So I can't recommend the iPad chargers enough. 12 watts does everything you need. And finally, and this is one thing that I wish I had found many, many moons ago, it's a USB cable to that USB end. But then you got this. This monstrosity at the end is awesome. You got your typical USB right there. And then I can just flip this over, plug it in, and now I've got USB-C. Now I can go to Lightning. Now, I've never even tried to use this for data, but I will tell you I use this for charging all the time, and it was like $9, and it is a 2-meter cable. So if you are traveling, one cable, 3 functions, it's kind of nice. It really is. All these accessories I'm showing you, personally, these are the things that I look at as a kind of a bare minimum for my phone. I'm not going to get into the cases yet because I have a lot of cases. I've got the rugged armor on here right now, and I'm a big fan of the rugged armor, but I also have a tough armor. I have a slim armor. I love them both. Depends on what I'm going to do that day as to what I'm going to put on, and I do use my cases based on how I'm going to treat my phone or how I think I'm going to treat my phone. But so far, the rugged armor has been awesome. I have dropped this phone once, and there's not even a mark on the case from where it fell. So it's a phenomenal case, but I'll do another video on the cases that I've picked up thus far. So I know there's a lot of people out there doing reviews on high-end accessories, but if you're like me and you do not have high-end money to spend on high-end accessories and you just want to get what's going to get you through, I think those are going to do it. I think I travel a lot. They have gotten me through everything, and I can't. This charger is probably the one thing that I wish Apple would have told us about this, and I really wish they would have put this in with the phone. This 12-watt charger would have been a game changer in that box. I think this would have made up for not giving you a headphone dongle. I really do. Just the fact that the charge rate off this is almost what that USB-C charge rate is. Huge fan of that. And the headphones, again, I'm going to lose AirPods. I know I am. These little guys at $10, $11, $12, you can't go wrong. So that's my 2 cents on like awesome accessories to have. If you got any ideas, or if you found something that's really affordable that does what you need it to do, floats your boat, throw it below. I'd love to find a new accessory that I can use on travel. So throw it below. Thanks for watching.